chilly. Okay. Let's get a little Palo Santo going. I'm suddenly sleepy now, you guys. That's not fair. That's not right. Maybe I'll just do a lazy one again tonight. Maybe not. Hello, Giggles. Hello, Terry. All right. Let's bless this night, these readings, whatever may come. I think my kitties must have knocked down my dry erase board because it cracked. But the good thing is, I never really liked this frame, that very blue frame. So it's on just a little cardboard paper, which is fine. So there, it's even more dramatic without the frame. Thank you, Terry. I am doing readings, Giggles. I'm here for giggles. I'm here for shits and giggles. I'm just kidding. No, I'm here for your Tuesday Night Live. Yes, that's what we're doing, right? It is snowing. Well, it was snowing this morning, and now it's cold again. By the way, Sammy, it's snowing again, I think. Well, it's supposed to get, I think it's only happening tonight. It's a hard freeze tonight, 25 degrees.
Oh, okay.
And it's going to last for a few hours. So all the snow is going to turn to ice because it's going to be hard. But I hear it tinkling outside like it's trying to snow again.
Okay.
So yeah, just be aware. And the cats are all in.
Okay.
Thank you, Wendy. I'm going live, if you can tell. Yeah, so don't let them out, even if they beg you. My cats are funny like that. They're like, what? What cold? What freeze? Nothing's gonna happen to me. Which is true, probably not, but... And I'll just bug y'all until you let me back in. Which is what they do. Okay, let's see. Giggles, Terry. Okay, Terry, number 1. And Wendy, thank you. It's below 0 there. Oh my goodness. It's cold in New York City. Yeah, my brother's over there, so hi to Wendy and Derek in New York City. And Tammy and the kids. But yeah, cold for New York isn't anything rare, but we get cold, but we rarely get snow, so it's pretty rare what we had this morning, which it was pretty neat. I took a lot of video and pictures. So if you want to see what it looks like, I have a video of it on my Instagram. You want to see my world in the snow, you can go check that out. I swear my hands feel so dry, and I just lathered myself in lotion not too long ago, but I have been washing my hands a lot, I guess. And just wash my hands. I like to be clean, even though and my nails came off. Sometimes when my nails come up, hey Rainbow. Sometimes when my nails come off, my hands get drier because I don't know. I think my nails absorb moisture. That's a word people don't like to listen to. Moisture. I don't like that. I don't mind that word myself. It doesn't gross me out. Does it gross anybody else out, the word moisture? When I say it, I just want to laugh. Okay. I don't know why I'm feeling silly today. I'm really quite relaxed, not stressed at all. It feels, I love it when the world gives me an excuse to be a hermit. It's like, yay, I have to stay home and I can't see people today. Too bad. I have to eat canned foods. I can't eat junk food. Too bad. Well, canned food might be considered junk food. It's not really junk food though. It's not like fast food. I have to cook. Oh my goodness. What am I gonna do if I actually have to cook? I, yeah, so it's kind of nice. Make myself do things. Actually, when on times like this, I start to get creative and I make recipes and things. And I do keep doing my projects and the things that I like to do. And I'm here with you. Yay. Oh, she did it. Oh, she did before Rainbow. Thank you for the heads up. Let's get her going. And look how pretty I wrote Rainbow. Man, now I don't know if I'm ever going to write it as pretty as that again. My penmanship is good tonight. There must be something going on with me. Oh, yes, I see Giggles. Giggles! How did you sneak in there and I didn't notice? Okay, I'm going to write Giggles real pretty. And rain. I like writing rainbow for some reason. Rainbow is such a balanced word. Thank you guys. I don't know why I'm being so silly. I did have coffee. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't take your donations and your support of this channel for granted. It's truly a beautiful blessing, and I thank you so much. All right. It's okay, Giggles. I like to be fair. So Terry's gonna be first tonight. I wonder where Cheryl is. Who's gonna get this? But let's maybe y'all want to make a bet. Is Cheryl or is Divine Goddess gonna get this spot? I'm betting on Cheryl. And then Divine Goddess will get spot number 6 that is not even there. But I always make room for Divine Goddess, of course. My moderator with the most. She might still be traveling though. She was in the middle of something the last time she came on. All right. It's okay. Okay. All right. So I don't know about what tarot should I use tonight, but I am feeling in a snowy mood, so I'm gonna use the beautiful. This is such a beautiful deck. When I wish I had as equally as gorgeous a deck for summer, but thankfully it's not summer right now, so I can use this Winter's Delight. And I love too this Imulk deck. It's a sweet deck as well. So Imulk tonight as well. And then for the tarot, what do you guys think? What should I use? I do have Chanted and Romance right here. But I don't know if I'm feeling this. I used this today for one of my private readings. I have the Rider-Waite-Smith nearby. Oh, I know what I can use. It's a blue deck and it's really pretty. But watch out, there's fire. Don't be silly. You want to say hi, everybody. I'm a silly cat walking all over the altar about to burn myself on the candle. Yes. And go in the window while, like, no, don't mind me. I'm just going to walk on the altar and get in the window. What? Oh, you're the fuzziest cat ever in the whole world. You're so fuzzy. Yes, you are. You don't like to be held. Okay, but you have to not stay in here and bother me. Okay, I know what I'm gonna get. What deck I'm gonna get. These cats they beg me to go out. I'm like, no, they know better. Like I let him run around in the snow this morning under supervision, and he is making me mad. Oh, doesn't listen. Okay, I'm gonna use the fairy tale tarot. This one has nothing to do with fairy tales, by the way. There, the magician looks like some kind of magical sorcerer from a fairy tale, but it's just a magician. It's really a very pretty Rider-Waite Smith clone with beautiful aqua metallic edge, my favorite color. Yeah, and it's really cute. It's like a Rider-Waite Smith. It's not a fairy tale, but I guess you can say fairy tale because it's. Hey, I knew it. See, I am psychic. Cheryl came. Are you gonna join us, Cheryl? All right, you want to get on the board? Terry's first. Okay, see, I know it's Cheryl. I made a bet. Nobody bet me, but I, I bet that nobody wants to bet a psychic, I guess. I made a bet that you would take this spot. And that possibly Divine Goddess would come later and make me like lose this beautiful balance that I have right here and write 6. Okay, but that's okay because I love her and she deserves that spot. And it'll be an inside joke. Everybody when she gets here, everybody will be like, hee 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 hee. Cherry predicted that. But y'all probably predicted it too. All right. I don't know why I'm being so silly tonight. Because it's a good day. It started off happy with the snow for some reason. Right, Wendy? Well, one of the things I still need plenty of learning. I am going to study mediumship a little bit more. But I feel, oh my gosh, you guys. Hi, Annie. The night, the eve of, no, it wasn't the eve of the inauguration. It was the 19th. It was the eve of Martin Luther King Day. I channeled some people that night. It was right before I fell asleep, and it was so cool. And everybody was giving me such like loving vibes about. I felt kind of like Black History Month energy. I don't know. Oh, maybe that's a sign. But anyway, yeah. Different celebrities came to me and also past people, but all of African American descent, I guess, most of them, yeah. And it was really neat. So, okay, so Annie, you spoiled my psychic mediumship here. Annie, unless the Annie is Divine Goddess in disguise. No. So, yes, sure, Annie. I can. Oh, awesome. You need a freebie then? I can give you a little freebie, but you have to wait after all these people. So either wait and hang out and listen. You cannot, sometimes listening in vicariously to other people's readings can give you the answers you're looking for, but that's fine too. I can give you a little reading. Yeah. All right. Well, first on the list is Terry. So Terry, what is your question? Okay, great. Let's start shuffling. I need to redo my nails, but I went to go get some nails today at the corner store and they were closed because of snow. And then my son was saying, the people in North don't close down their stores when it snows. I'm like, yep, you're right about that. Everybody still keeps working and still keeps moving and traveling even through the snow. But yeah, it's just they're just used to it and they have the equipment for it, and we are not used to it. Okay, messages from Spirit. Messages from Spirit. Let's do it again. Messages from Spirit. And all positive energies here. We know, right? Higher self, angels, guides, ancestors, all positive energy here. Alrighty. Still wants to keep going. Okay, Terry. What's going on, Terry? Let's see, what are your messages? Maybe it's the Palo Santo that makes my eyes sleepy. But also, I just have not been getting enough sleep. I'm like a 9-hour sleep person, and I've been getting more like 7 hours lately. 6, 7 hours, which is okay. It's still, doable. It's just not what my body likes. Maybe I just want to be in this world for some reason. All right, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Very good. So, and a message coming in about money situation. Queen, you also always vibe Queen of Pentacles energy to me. It's probably because of your moon in Capricorn. And I feel like things in a financial sense are going to get better for you, or I don't know, it's just your abundance feels really prominent right now. And something's happening pretty quickly. Maybe by the end of January. Now it's interesting, now that we're past this hump in January, I feel like 21st was a specific hump that we had to get past. And a lot of things are shifting astrologically. We have the Two of Swords. So I think what Spirit's trying to say is don't get in your head so much about things. Like go back and forth and wonder how and wonder what should I do, which way should I go. But you see, the blindfold in this situation represents something similar to the Justice card, and the Justice card. Basically, it's like justice is blind. There's an unbiased energy here. And beyond the unbiased energy is also an intuitive energy, reaching out beyond the senses. So your senses, sight, sound, touch, smell, and then your sixth sense, did I say them all? And hearing, okay. Beyond all of those are all happy, helpful senses, and you use them for your everyday. You use them for your everyday living, but Spirit is trying to tell you that there's something more. There's, the sixth sense cannot be ignored or treated as it's not an equal to the other senses. So I know that easy to go through life in a practical way. I'm feeling it. I'm sorry, Terry, this is kind of a channeled message. Okay. I don't know where it's coming from, but so Spirit's saying that it is easy to go through life in a practical way. That's why there are such thing as practical witches who are practical, who deal with the mundane of daily in and out, but also encompass, the encompass spirituality in their practice. Green witches, maybe that's something that you look into, that you're a green witch, but the bigger picture is treat it as just as valuable as your other senses about what reality is. Reality is not just something you can touch, taste, see, and hear. Reality is the vision in your mind. That is reality as well. So don't dismiss that as part of your reality. The sixth sense is part of your reality. I feel like that's a message for all of us here too, who enjoy this kind of this kind of this kind of community, the occult, the spirituality. But it's important not to, it's not a side thing. It's not like a hobby or a side gig or it's not, it's supposed to be Spirit really wants you specifically, Terry, to put as much importance on this as the other things that you put importance on. I don't know why, but that was the big message right there. Let's see. Okay, and we have the Knight of Swords. Something you're getting excited for, or somebody coming towards you with excitement. Oh, and look at this. We got Miss Justice here. And I was seeing Justice, but this particular Justice doesn't have a blindfold on. And you can read Justice lots of ways. I always see Justice as a win in your favor, which means that if life is, no, I shouldn't say that. We go around hearing people say, well, life isn't fair. Well, so what? If unfair things happen, it doesn't make life unfair. What we have to do is make it fair. We have to right the wrongs. And it's not just physical things that we have to do, it's our energy to right the wrongs. But not just that. For you, it's more than just righting wrongs or balancing good with bad or karmic rewards versus karma, difficult karma, or putting in something or putting out something or weighing something against something else. For you, it is definitely a win, like winning something. And you deserving it. And you fight, you kind of have this energy of believing in yourself that you deserve it, right? You come to this conclusion after being in your head back and forth, hey, I deserve this. It's fair. I deserve this. Don't ever put your worth down that you don't deserve it. You deserve it. Okay. I don't know why. This is very interesting difference. I always get interesting readings for you, don't I? Especially when you do something general, like general messages or messages from Spirit. Spirit's like, oh, we got a message for her. All right, let's see what the Winter's Embrace has to say for winter. I'm going to call this the winter set. Anybody wants this winter reading. Comes with fairy tale, tarot, winter embrace cards, and the seasons of the witch. It's with the little snowflakes. Okay, what's coming? What does Spirit want to show you? What does Spirit want to show you in picture form? News. News is coming. Look at that. Oh my God, I got news of your richness is coming soon. And that's like these two cards, richness and news. That okay. Thank you, Spirit, for reinforcing those two messages. Okay. And so let's see what the season of the witch has to say. Oh, look, Groundhog's Day is at the bottom. Look how pretty this blue is. It's indigo. The other one was aqua, and this one's indigo. I feel like sometimes Spirit can sense when we start to go into doubt or when we start to second guess. And so I feel like it's kind of a message of having faith. So let's see. Hope things are going well with you, Terry. Okay, what do we get? Weather divination. Ooh, it's number 42, which is the answer. And Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and I forgot the author's name, but it's so weird because I've been watching the Discovery of Witches series on Netflix. It's really interesting, and I'm not, by saying this, I don't think I'm spoiling anything, but anyway, the witch, the main character, one of the main characters, she is a weaver and she's weaving things and spell weaving, which is like a weaver is a person who makes their own spells. It's kind of interesting. And I thought that's so cool because she's dealing with the threads of fate. And that's a deck, an oracle deck that we have, the threads of, I have, I say we, I'm sharing it with you guys that I have, and it's the threads of fate, and within the threads of fate is the weaver, and you love that. Okay, well, I feel like there's going to be a additional message for you about a weaver, and I'm gonna go get that message. But for some reason, there's also this weather divination energy. I trust in what I feel. Okay, this is the big. Okay, like this message is not as important as the number 42, and they mention the 42 in the Discovery of Witches. And I don't remember what the context was, but it like struck me. I was like, oh, and it was they called it the number of the human or something like that. I've heard that about 23 as well, but so it's interesting. Anyways, I trust in what I feel, for what I feel are signs to pay mind to. And so this is about your being able to divine things. I mean, it's definitely weather or more or beyond weather, right? The key words here are focus, paying attention, interpreting signs, and trusting what you feel. Divination rarely, if ever, delivers clear-cut signs, so it's up to you to learn how to piece things together to tell the most accurate story. There's a really cool tarot reader out there. She reads tarot, but she's mostly a psychic and she channels. She's a medium, and she calls herself Soul Rider. Tarot Soul Rider. Anyway, so she does automatic writing, and hey, Divine Goddess, hi Wolfie, and so So where was I going with this? Okay, let me read this. Oh, she was talking about how she channels messages and stuff. She's like, and she was talking about her predictions. And she's like, generally speaking, my predictions are correct, but sometimes get off. And I feel like when predictions don't always work out, it doesn't have to do with the actual message that I get from spirit or whatever. It's my interpretation of it. So as I'm interpreting, I'm also learning the language that spirit's trying to teach me, um, whatever signs and symbols and things spirit's trying to use to teach me how to interpret their message. So that's the big picture here for you, Terry. It's that spirit is teaching you how to understand their messages. It's like learning, like speak English and you're learning Spanish, and you're getting lessons on how to conjugate your verbs and stuff. Yeah, literally, just like that. And it's more than just a dictionary. I mean, you have to piece together phrases and be able to translate phrases properly that they're giving to you. So it's one thing to, like, say dream of a dog and then look up in a book about dreams and what dogs mean in a dream, then to piece all the parts of the dream together to come up with like a sentence or a message or something like that. And spirit's trying to teach you and a lot of us out here who are, along these lines of intuits, and and how we interpret spirits messages. So I'm still learning the language, but I sometimes I get tingles when I feel like I'm on the right track, and spirits like gently patting me on the back saying, "Yeah, you're getting it right." And other times, like, my own ego gets too involved and I interpret according to, my current knowledge or the world at large. And that's sometimes where I go off. So a lot of times there's things that we don't even see in the future that are happening that we can't really interpret because we haven't lived it, or we don't. It's like if you've never seen, a cell phone or whatever, you wouldn't know how to really describe it if you were in the past or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So things like that, like there's a kind of interpretation that sometimes gets messed up when we're divining, but Spirit's trying to help you with that. Okay, let's get back to the message. All right, so this is something to be learned over time, of course, but it's also an innate gift you must possess so you have the confidence to know what's right or wrong. This card suggests the need to watch your situation closely, knowing others are watching you just as intently. You are likely experiencing many moving parts that require a great deal of focus and attention. Many things may fall through the cracks in the coming weeks if you aren't careful. You may need to give a little extra effort for a time until things settle down, but just as with divination, you need some room to release perfectionism. Do the best you can while understanding the mistakes are unavoidable. Others will respect your efforts as long as you are honest and willing to acknowledge you may not have all the answers. If you're worried about how your situation will play out, drawing this card means there isn't a clear answer just yet. Trust that if something feels off, then it probably is. Okay, so the chakras can give, your body, like everybody gets signs in different ways, and everybody can get all signs from all places. But one of my favorite things is like your body, the crown is like, is outside cosmic energy. The third eye is like clairvoyance, seeing the pictures and dreams and things. Then you get like a gut feeling. A lot of people get gut feelings. That's more common. They understand what a gut feeling means. And that's helpful as well, and that's primal. So it comes from, our survival instincts. And then there's Yeah, and then sometimes it's just going with your heart. A lot of moms have said that over the years. I just had to go with my heart. And so all of these things are important. I'm gonna get one last message from. I'm gonna tell you about the Weaver, and see if I can find this quickly. Weaver, not this. Where is it? Okay. I found the Oracle, and I was thinking, where did I put the tarot deck? It's up there somewhere. This one is so pretty, isn't it? Oh, I just love this. Oh no, okay, yeah. This is the Oracle. So I just love that the discovery of witches shows us. I love too that it's vampires, demons, and witches and humans. It's too bad they didn't have fairies in there, but but really it's so cool that there's all these creatures together working. I wonder, here's the Weaver. I don't know if you guys have ever seen my TikTok video where I just I think I filmed it. I filmed it something like that on YouTube. I think I filmed a live on my bed in the summer when it was hot and my room was the coolest room, and then the fan was flickering and it was making it look like the picture was moving. Anyway, the Weaver is under the Fates section. I know that. What is it? The ethereal. The ether section. And it's very short. And this is you, Terry, or what you're growing into. The Weaver is the master of their destiny. This deck is named the Threads of Fate because each one of us has thousands of threads that, when combined, weave the fabric of our life. We can braid, nurture, or sever any strand at any time, and in doing so, we are the Weaver. This card urges you to take inventory of all the threads active within your life at the moment. What needs to happen moving forward? Which ones need to grow stronger? Which ones need to be cut? What actions can you take to tend the threads of your fates? Hi, Brian. Thank you. All right, so there you go. Now, Brian, I am definitely will put you on the list, but generally speaking, we find out first if there's room on the list because I try not to go past 2 hours. But if everything goes according to plan, then we'll be quick and we'll get to everybody. All right, and then I don't see Annie is gonna sneak in a reading. And then Brian. Thank you so much. Oh no, wait, that was 5. Okay. All right, Wendy. You're welcome, Terry. So it was actual messages for you. I love that. It was really good. If I'm not here when it's my turn, can you still do my reading? Sure can. You may be the last one, and then it'll be easy to find, but I'll put your name right there, now reading, and so when you play it back, then you'll be able to see it. Oh no, Wendy, everything that could go wrong is going wrong. I feel like I keep making the wrong choices, especially at work. Oh, well, let's see. So, what would your question be then, Wendy? Like, messages from spirit, like to see if anything's gonna get better, or what spirit suggests, what kind of choices, what path, how to find the choices, the right choices, what to look for. I mean, some of what came out for Terry could be for you too, especially in those last two cards of Divination and Weaver. But maybe there's something else for you. So let's see. I need advice on how to proceed with life. Okay. Proceeding. How to proceed. Okay. And it's nothing to laugh at. I know. It can be very frustrating and disheartening. I understand. I noticed once when I was having so much trouble at work, the reason why things were going so bad, it was almost like Spirit was trying to push me out of there, like, get out. If it's an uncomfortable situation, get out of the uncomfortable situation. Like, it's uncomfortable because we're making it purposely uncomfortable so you don't want to be there anymore, so you'll leave. And I think that's what happens sometimes. At least that's what's happened in my life. Certain situations have become so uncomfortable that the only choice I had left, I mean, beyond uncomfortable, like it was like self-sabotaging uncomfortable, like, yeah, I don't know the right wording for that, but anyway, so let's see. I'm not going to put my life into your situation. We're just going to take your message. We're just going to see what it says. Okay, Annie. I just feel overwhelmed by life, from work to parenting to everything. Oh, I feel depleted. All right, let's see. Oh, you definitely need a special blessing on your reading. Special energy blessings. Okay. And also, I'm going to give you a money blessing on your reading. Well, you know, career, work, creativity, abundance. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so first of all, we have the Six of Pentacles, and First I heard, the first thing I heard was give and no take, give and no take. It's all give and no take. There's a line. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Okay, yeah, but the rest of the song doesn't matter, just that line. It's all give and no take. So, so it feels like to me, it's like I'm gonna talk about this card with the money wand. It feels like to me that you don't want to be the beggar, you want to be the boss. You want to be the one in power position that you are giving the you're giving the goods. But it almost is that. It's almost like you are in a position where you're making money, and it's like the family is what you're giving it to. Like you're bringing home the bacon and frying it up in the pan, you know? And and so that cycle keeps you where you are because of them. So so the way you look at the Six of Pentacles is not you being a person in a power position. It feels more like you being a person. You're like, you're the giver, you know, you're the giver, you're constantly giving, and they're constantly taking, and that's why feeling depleted. You got the King of Pentacles here, so I feel like this money, like whatever. Okay, first of all, the the negative cycle that's happening at work, that carries to home, that carries back to work, is because there needs to be something that needs to shift, where you get to keep what you do, what you work so hard for, a little bit more, that you get to keep it, and somebody else makes money, or you make money in from a different place that you get to keep, like fun money, mad money, something where you can make money and use it any way you want to, that you any way you want to, where you don't have to share it with anybody, or buy groceries, or add to other people's lifestyles, whatever, you know, where you can do like something just for you, where it goes just back into your pocket, where you it's a fund for your class on basket weaving or something. You know, it's something that you do for your pleasure, because you need to have something in your life that makes you feel positive, whatever it is. And you have to invest in yourself, and make yourself and find something to enjoy in, because you can't you can if you don't do that for yourself, then you know, is going to continue, and it's not really good for the whole family to see you as the giver, the giver, the giver, because they also want to contribute and be of value, and not like always begging for, or always dependent on you. They also need to be able to do their own thing. I know the kids can't, but you know what I mean. I mean, also like more responsibilities that you can give them, even if it's, you know, folding clothes or whatever. You do treat yourself, okay. Well, that's good. But that, you know, because that's very important. Um, and this is something, I don't know if it applies, and I hope it's not condescending sounding, but I remember I was watching Oprah while my kids were young, and I was like, you know, feeding them and washing clothes. And I guess I have like a little perfectionist streak, and I just want everything just so, and everything you know, wanted everything neat and tidy and put away in such and such place. And there's really profound Oprah Winfrey episode where I don't know who she was talking to, but it's about what's more important is not the perfection of the way you fold your clothes, but that it's just folded or whatever. I mean, these little minutia things, they're not that important, like in big picture. And in fact, like if you can get your kids to fold the clothes, even if they do a terrible job of it, and you have these ugly piles of clothes that rub you the wrong way a little bit, think about how awesome it was that they pitched in and did the work. So then I started to shift a little bit on how I went about chores and things like that. I didn't make it about only I can do it, and I didn't make it like it's not right unless I do it the way I want to do it. Not to say anything against you, Wendy, because I don't have any idea. But like delegating a little bit more, I don't know. Okay, let's keep looking. And then we have the Ace of Wands, which is like, okay, like something to get excited about. Like, is this sex appeal? Oh, look at that. You've got the king and the queen. So this looks really cool. Like, I feel this looks like twin flame couple right here. And also like a partnership made in heaven. This is a partnership where you feel attracted and feel good and alive and excited physically together, but you can also work together to make some really good money, and it's a balanced energy. It's not that give and no take. It's reciprocated. It's give and give back. It's back and forth. So I feel like there does feel like a shift happening. I don't know, like who this is per se, but there is a person here that is balancing you 100%. What as far as the the pentacles. Let's look at her face. She seems humble about it. Her head is down a little bit, but she does seem pleased. She seems pleased. Now this guy, he's totally happy. Like he's very open-hearted, open-minded, open energy. Like this is yours, this is mine, this is ours. I care about you. We share this. I am very generous. Take it. Oh, love language. You know what? Tomorrow I'm going to be doing a reading about what is your love language and what is your person's love language and how you work that out between the two of you. And one very important thing about the love language of gift giving is there's this, what is it? The gift giving. It's important to know how to receive too. Like if a person's love language is gift giving, the thing that they love the most is being with somebody who receives with grace. Like so she's not all like, "Oh wow, awesome," but she is receiving it with a blush on her face and a gratitude, an attitude of gratitude. And so that's good. And so small tokens of love can convey. Oh, there's another one that was in this deck. I'm going to try to find it. Okay. So sometimes messages don't flip out. Sometimes I have to go grab them. This one was on the top. Receive with love and appreciation. Gracious acceptance is the way to show love. Okay, so I don't know why, but this seems to be a message for you too, because it's about, this give and no take. Well, your love life, your love language is being tested somewhat. Okay. Yeah, I was feeling that you made more than your husband. I make more than my husband. I wish everything didn't fall on me financially. So I wish he could take the burden from me, but I've given up. He is a sitting duck in a job he loves but pays little. And see, and that is can be very frustrating because you are making more, but in a job that is it's like I'm trying to find the right words, but it's putting you in a negative cycle. And so even though it's good money, you're unhappy, and then that cycle goes round and around. Whereas he makes less money, but he's doing a job he loves. So his, see, that's the difference between the way you guys make money. His money, it's like, yay, I make money and I feel balanced. And you're like, I make money and I feel imbalanced, and I'm in this cycle of give, 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 and not receive enough back. And but if there came a time where you could receive more, are you ready to receive with love and appreciation? Because sometimes our block to receiving is in ourselves. We forget how to actually hold our hand open because we don't want to be like a beggar. We're so used to being the one that gives to everybody, we forget how to hold our hand open to receive. So Spirit is trying to say, your lesson is to practice receiving from others. Keep practicing in receiving with love and appreciation. Or, say that out loud. I receive with love and appreciation. Gracious acceptance is a way also to show love, but it's beyond love here. It's of your own self-love and your way of getting out of this cycle. All right. So where am I? Where do I go next? Let's see. Oh yeah, let's see. Let's just get a little snowflakes to see where we might go next. That's what I felt when I first saw that, because I saw you as this person, and yet, like, normally this is a happy energy, but it's not happy to you, and for the good reason. So it's hard though. It's hard to be in the receiver energy if you're not used to it. There's a sense of strength and power and control when you're in the giver, even if it makes you feel sick inside. Even if it makes you do jobs you don't want to do. So kind of see for yourself, what do you really want out of this situation? Because I gave up being a bus driver so I could stay home and do this. And it doesn't pay me a lot, but you know what? The stress is like zero. I am so at peace and so happy. So, what's more, what do you value the highest, Value and worth and money and career, they're all not always the same currency flow. Okay, let's see what, yeah, we would starve if I didn't. Okay, see, you say that. Don't say that, Wendy. Don't speak those words. Shame on you for speaking those words. Don't say that out loud. You don't starve. You don't imagine anything negative upon you and your family. You don't do that. Especially don't type it. You don't say it out loud. You don't think it. Thinking it, maybe Spirit will, let it slide. You didn't really mean it. Writing it, okay, that holds a little bit of impact. Speaking it out loud, that puts too much power in those words. That is not what you want to put power into, right? So you need to change into a affirmation of what you want. Unless you like this. Like, do you like feeling bad? Because if you want to feel bad and you stay there, then, and you're the martyr and everything, I don't mean to be mean to you. I don't want to be mean to you. But I'm just trying to help you see what's going on. Let's see what could happen next. Okay, we're going to use some the Euphoria. Euphoria is here at your feet. It may be something that you're going to wear, go ice skating or something. I think you just need to go find your fun, find your joy, find your bliss. Even in the midst of stressful situation, enchantment. Find euphoria and enchantment. Look, this is here for you. It is right here for you. Receive it. Incomparable. There's sometimes moments and people and places that you just will never find again that are so beautiful and joyful. I like the power of now. I don't know if you will accept this assignment, but read Eckhart Tolle's The Power of Now if you haven't, or listen to it. I have it on. I listened to it on YouTube. I found the book on YouTube and I listened to it, and he sits on, I mean, I know you have people depending on you, so it's a little bit different than his situation, but nevertheless, there is something there that you can get from that, you know. Let's see. And the kids wouldn't starve, like if things, somebody would step up, you know, somebody else would step up. Does it always have to be you to be the one that steps up? Okay. Let's see what let's see if we can get a message here. Okay, North Star. I am an embodiment of what I seek, walking with purpose while focused on my path. Look at the ships coming in. You are so abundant. Like I don't you're not even noticing the how much abundance you have. You're noticing how hard it is to get the abundance, I guess, but you're not really focused on when it actually comes in, the abundance. All right, let's see. This is having purpose, focus, knowing yourself, and reorientation. Polaris, more commonly known as the North Star, is unlike any other star in the night sky. While most stars appear to change their position as the Earth spins, in the northern hemisphere, the North Star will always guide you north and give you a way to orient your direction when you're feeling lost. The southern hemisphere counterpart to the northern North Star is considered to be Polaris Australis. It's also known as Sigma Octantis and faces south. This card is encouraging you to find your own North Star, the personal values, beliefs, or purpose that you can come back to when you've lost your way. That might be that might cause you to feel deeply moved, the love of your family. So you're obviously you're a wonderful mother, and your love of your family, your kids, is so high in your priority list, you're willing to make sacrifices. But at the same time, you know that you have to take care of yourself, or else there is no you to take care of the kids, right? And so I say this with love, you know, I don't mean to be harsh or anything. I can tell you're a very loving mother. And but it's important to sort of change the focus of the how. Like I'm seeing you, the how they do well, it is this and this, but maybe there's a different way for the how to happen. And maybe the how, we're always trying to reach for the how or define the how, but the how happens by spirit. Spirit guides us to the how. Spirit asks us to surrender to the how, and not try to control the how. Like let go and let spirit help manifest the how for you, help you manifest the how. Anyways, okay, so there's a North Star, and your beliefs or purpose may have to do with the things that you love or feel deeply moved by, like the love of your family, or a goal you wish to achieve, or a mantra you've chosen to live your life by. But however, of all the ways you stay centered and intentional, knowing yourself is perhaps the most important reason of all. You may need to detach from your situation or the people around you to reconnect with the center of your sky, yourself. Distractions have caused you to blow off course, but there is still plenty of time to make necessary adjustments. Additionally, consider reducing your workload by focusing on one or very few tasks or items at a time. Attempting to go in too many directions will cause further confusion and doubt about the way forward. If you're unsure of which option to choose, ask yourself which path best fits your ideal outcome. If you're unsure of which option to choose, ask yourself which path fits your best ideal outcome. Which path best fits your ideal outcome? So visualize what's your ideal outcome. We'll start with that. Yes, surrender. Very good. Okay, so let's start with happy, abundant family is your ideal outcome, right? The how you get to happy, ideal family may not be what you're already doing, right? It's probably not what you're already doing, because if you are envisioning happy, abundant family, you're part of that, and you should also feel happy and not stressed out. So now you surrender to spirit and let spirit guide you to the next step to get you to that vision of happy, abundant family, where everybody's needs are met, everybody feels happy, everybody feels fed and comfortable and clothed and warm and achieving and all of those things, a sense of peace and harmony, sometimes adventure and excitement. To get to those things, you have to let go and let spirit guide you to those things instead of you just making a decision what will get you there, So I know you don't want to make any big drastic moves right away, like just up and quit your job or something like that. But definitely start listening for clues and hints and guides, because I think Spirit's going to send you some directions, but you can't see them if you're like real narrow-minded and just focused on only one way is the way that's going to happen. Keep your eyes open for other possibilities to get you the same results. That's the answer here. Okay? Very good. Okay, good. Thank you. I'm glad you liked it. Hi, giggles. I'm preparing. Everybody tap the screen for hearts. I'm shifting energies now. Oh, it's been kind of a channel night for me. So what's going on? Let's get a little fire or two while we're at it. Some sparks. Yes, you guys watch, you guys, what is that last one I did? There's love messages and, anyway, there was a pick a card that I mentioned to somebody and now I forgot which one it was. But yeah, there's like little nuggets in each pick a card and each chapter. And Divine Goddess, she watches them correctly. She watches all three piles. And Cheryl said she watched all three piles. And I like doing it that way. I would do it that way with other people's readings. Now tomorrow I want to do a 5-card pick a card. So when it's that many choices, you can do like maybe 2, you could do 3, but I would say 3 at the most. Pick 2 to 3 at the most. And you can also always pick 1. What was the last reading I did? It was each one was real different. Oh, where are you going to meet your future husband? Well, I know a lot of you are already, connected with a person or whatever, but some of the other messages that you find, even in a love reading, can be interesting. Oh yeah, I was telling my private reader today. So anyway, I'm not going to get into that. But anyway, sometimes messages come out in those cards. So giggles. So Soto called me Sunday, whoa, but hasn't called again to smoke and relax. And Rubio has been distant since my birthday. My dad had an ugly fall. Oh no, I'm sorry. With my dog, Husky. Oh, and he pulled and he's okay, but been trying not to be sad that I haven't had either spend time with me, and I went back to work and my knee has a bad injury, but trying to deal with that. Oh, okay. Sorry that your knee hurts and that your dad fell down. You're trying to focus on yourself. Well, that's okay. Our parents understand these things, if you need to. And yeah, I mean, like my mom had the bronchitis, but also I was feeling sick, and so like there's a mixed bag. It's like I want to be around her, but I don't want to make her sicker, and at the same time I don't want to get sicker too. And it's like just kind of a mixed thing. So we did get together at one point with masks on one Saturday, but I know what it's like, and it's okay, that happens. And my brother, he's a Pisces and have been depressed and loves to lay it on me, all his problems. Oh yeah, my son's a Pisces, so I know what that's like. Oh my gosh, yeah. He just went through some stuff recently too, so I understand how that happens. But just remember, tomorrow is going to be a new day for him. Like it's like one day it's everything's bad and the next day everything got better. So just be patient and like listen and be like when those times are tough, try, he doesn't want advice. I feel like it's weird, but I feel like Pisces just want to vent and they don't want any advice. They just want people to listen to them. And then you just listen patiently, or at least my Pisces sun is like that. Just listen to him patiently and with compassion, that he's looking for the kind of compassion that he would give himself from other people. And not always everybody wants to give him compassion. Most people like have this sort of suck it up attitude, and he's like, no, I just need somebody to tell me it's gonna be okay, and just like listen to me. Yeah. Your Pisces is the quiet type, yeah. All right. So first thing for you, Giggles, is this is kind of like a looking at everything that's going on. And I feel like there's more good than bad going on. I know there's some bad things that happen, falls or whatnot, and you don't want to dismiss it. Of course, something hurts, something's bad. You don't want to just pretend it didn't happen. But at the same time, Spirit is trying to say, check on the things that are growing. Check on the things that are doing good, because there's some things that are actually doing really good. Like your money's going to grow, it's going to get better. Um, there's also a sense of divine timing happening here where maybe you had to wait a while for some things, but now things are happening where the wait is over and now it's time to get on with it, to pick the juicy peach, and you can eat it and it tastes wonderful. And so you waited long enough and now it tastes wonderful and it's ready. So it's that kind of energy is going on. So that's to me good news. Like things are getting better. Yeah. I feel like the guys that I've been connected to sort of like a cheerleader energy. They like a person who maybe that what they sought from me is words of affirmation, or an attitude of affirmation where like, you're great, you're wonderful, you can do no wrong, hang in there. I think that's what some people like. Who's meowing? Oh, my cat's outside. Hold on, let me go look. All right, Poe did go outside. Now he's inside. Okay. All right, let's see what else. Equals. We have the Queen of Cups. Like she's what's up with the queens? They have their heads down. Like she doesn't even look that happy. But Queen of Cups is kind of she's a loving energy. This is emotions and love and psychic energy. Huh. Okay. It's interesting because we have We have this. So I feel like it almost feels like um the queen is hesitant to give the cup to this guy because he's not going to appreciate it. So she might not even give it to him if he's not going to take it or if he's going to appreciate it. So it feels a little like that. I don't know how this plays out. Well, I feel like you're gonna there's a lot of there's a lot of juggling things, and it's important to make choices and not try to do too many things at the same time. But ultimately, I feel like you're coming out on top. You're winning everything. You're you're feeling really good about life, and it feels like a culmination, a circle, a completion of something after a lot of balancing and weighing things and figuring. I feel like what's happening here is, all right, I just have to say the death card came with it, but nobody's dying. I just feel like something old has to be removed. Something that's not working for you, because I feel like with this card, um sometimes we do too many things at the same time. And this is multitasking and being a master of everything, or, jack of all trades. Okay. But, and so this is like passive money coming in. This is like things that you're working on, trying to balance everything together. But in order to make this work, being able to do a lot of things well, you have to let go of some things. You can't keep everything in this balancing act. You have to let go of some things. And then when you do, then you feel this feeling of completion, contentment, everything's working right. Oh, that retail stories from years before. Well, let's see. Let's get a different deck to find out where you're moving with love life. Where are you headed with the love life? My aunt called Rubio a jack of all trades. Oh, okay, a jack of all trades. It's funny. That phrase I never heard before until this year. It's one of my favorites. Because my brother is like that. He can do anything. Like, he's a genius. Like, he picks up any instrument and can play it. He can fix anything, basically. He can build things. He's able to do many things pretty well, and some people just have that knack of being able to do that. And some people just, and then there's other people, I feel like some people just have it naturally, and other people like to learn lots of different things, which is good too. But the saying goes, it's a rhyme. It's like a nursery rhyme, maybe not nursery rhyme, but it's like the saying goes, jack of all trades, master of none, which it's not, it's like, you know, it's kind of like saying a person, he's great and all, he's a jack of all trades, but he's not like 100% perfect in just one thing. And that's not really nice or fair to say that because some people could master a lot of trades. They don't necessarily have to, it just because you know a lot of different things doesn't mean that you're only mediocre at them. But, but then there is that, idea, like, what would you rather be, like a genius at one thing or mediocre at a bunch of things, So anyway, Rubio actually met your family and Soto hasn't. I wish he would though. Yeah. Oh. Go sleep on the couch. Go sleep. Ooh, you got a lasting love coming through. This is your true love. Who is your true love? There's a holiday coming. Enjoy the scenery, a change of scenery to spice up your love life. And you're manifesting the one. Very soon your true love will arrive. But there's somebody who's very busy working right now. Your romance is interrupted. Duties come first. So who did you say was working? Was that Soto or Rubio? Working too much. Oh, I want to read some of the stuff that I missed the first time. Okay. I'm going to go back. Okay, so Soto called you on Sunday, but hasn't called again to smoke and relax. And Rubio has been distant since my birthday. My dad had a fall. And you haven't been able to spend time. And you're focusing on yourself. My brother's a Pisces. But he exaggerates and lingers stories for hours. Yeah. Like I have all the time in the world. Yeah, my son is the same way to give him advice. And it's like he seems like he's seeking advice, but when I give him advice, he doesn't take it. So I just like, what is the point of you telling me all this? You don't even listen to what I have to tell you. It's frustrating to be like, this is my job, is helping people, and then and my son doesn't even take my advice. Okay. My aunt called me. Never thought of it that way. Both are working, but Rubio's been distant, and Soto barely called Sunday, didn't wish me a happy birthday. Oh, I thought maybe he would remember. That's not nice. So, I'm trying to figure out, it's still unclear who you should lean towards, but this is showing that it always seems like you're juggling too, like, you know, that's it's not just the jack of all trades symbol of this, it's also it. Okay, you see this there's two circles. You got to learn how to. Oh my gosh, well, she's also doing a figure eight. But she changed her figure eight into a solid circle. And I don't know. I think you can do this, though. I think you're allowed because he's happy and it's okay. Maybe it does represent Rubio. I don't know. And maybe this is Soto. It's like he's being all lame again. All right. Well, let's see. Which way should we go? Which and what? Or let's see if Spirit is going to give you any clues. I don't know. It's always a mystery. Let's see. He wants all this advice but doesn't apply it. Yeah. Well, let's see. Let's get some ideas from Spirit. Like, lay a path out. Okay, yeah, great. Thanks. The clouds is like an uncertainty, but the tree is, I feel like this is sort of saying, let your body tell you what to do. So that means you're going to get some clues from your body, like gut feelings, psychic impressions. Sometimes you'll feel sick about something. When you think about one person, you feel sick in your stomach, or you think about another person and you feel your heart beats faster. Like, listen to the clues of your body and follow the clues of your body. Okay? And let's see. Also, I feel like you reach out to your ancestors, and also it could be a bad weather day when you guys meet up again. One more card. Let's complete this sentence. The clouds, the tree. Of course. Two choices again. Crossroads. I don't think Spirit's got an answer for you right now. There's always two choices for you. I feel like, I don't know. And I feel like maybe you're just allowed to have both in your life. And you don't need to, an important card for you that did not come out is this. You are worthy. Your worth doesn't depend on the other person. I think you already know that, but just have fun for yourself and don't worry about if somebody's giving you attention or not, right? If people aren't calling you or people aren't saying anything to you, then just make your own fun for yourself, Be your own best friend, be your own best lover. Do it for yourself if they are not, even if they're not doing it for you. Okay, let's get a February message. It's bad weather this week. Yeah, I feel like choices. You're gonna have a choice coming up. And then that's up to you if you're going to do one or the other or keep both. You have snowflakes and Bridget's doll. So I feel like the weather has something to do with what's coming up next for you in love. The weather, whether it's snow or rain or whatever it is, some weather events. But it's also about enjoying life and not missing special moments and not taking things for granted. And yeah, I just feel like no matter what the circumstances are, find the joy in your moments. Find the joy in yourself and doing stuff with yourself and by yourself or with girlfriends or whatever, or nieces or nephews or brothers or sisters. Find the joy that's separate from what those boys think or say. So this card is here to question whether or not you have made time to enjoy the fruits of your labor. The thing to ask yourself when receiving this card is, what have you been missing out on lately? Is it time with family and friends? Oh, well, Spirit's not trying to make you feel guilty or anything. Or perhaps but you spent time with your brother and, but yeah, and then he goes on and on and on and doesn't stop talking. I wish my son would he's going to come over and start studying with me, which is fine. But as long as we can stay on studying and nothing else, that'll be great. But sometimes he gets he's goes off into his conspiracy theories and crazy ideas about things in the world and government and flat earth and stuff like that. I'm like, I don't want to listen to this. I don't know why you're talking to me about it. I don't like this stuff. I don't like it when you say stuff that that doesn't jive with me. But okay. Anyway, so enjoy time with family and friends. And when's the last time that you enjoyed a meal rather than rushing through one? Take note of your first thought and make an effort to nurture this area of your life. Ooh, 35. That's cold. What comes to mind when pulling this card is no accident and requires your attention. You might be thinking there's time for that later, but be mindful not to take things for granted. You might bail on a friend One too many times or missed the chance to see the glaciers before they are gone for good. The only sure thing you can count on is that things can change in an instant. This card warns you that you're in danger of overlooking something very important. It may seem small to you, but it could make or break your relationship or chance with someone else. So don't take somebody for granted, is what this is saying, because you may lose them if you do. Or you might lose a certain opportunity. Yeah. And then Bridget's doll is, but it's the same for you, right? Like they shouldn't take you for granted it's the same way. And you shouldn't let them take you for granted as well. So Bridget's doll is a good favor, happy life. So this is, you know what? I feel like this is your fortune. It's coming out. Something is shifting in a good way for you. Don't worry so much. I feel like you don't have to do too much or change too much right now. You just all you have to do is kind of just enjoy life a little bit more and see yourself as worthy, because I think spirit is bringing you some kind of really happy event soon. And I know you just had your birthday, but I feel like you're going to have another kind of birthday coming up, like a really happy event coming up soon. So so this says, thread by thread, I weave my desires, working as one with the source of creative power. During ancient times, fertility dolls were crafted in honor of the goddess Bridget and placed in small beds near the home hearth to welcome good luck, herald light, and of course, encourage fertility and growth. Receiving this suggests fortune has entered your orbit and can indicate a prosperous and joyful time ahead. It may also suggest financial stability and a happy home. And it can mean a promotion and maybe a pay increase. But for love, this can mean a harmonious relationship which both partners are supported and nourished. In general, this card is happy life and it seems to be blessed by the goddess herself. This is a really good card. It's like the best one. This card is a good sign. The beneficial favor will be with you for some time, so enjoy this cycle as it happens to attract more happiness. Projects started in the coming weeks are likely to have long-term success, and any new people entering your life have the potential for soulmate connections. Very happy. So I feel like stay within your, like if you do get an opportunity to take like a little journey somewhere, take it. Especially if it has something to do with weather, like snow or something like that, or like don't let the weather keep you from doing something like that. Other than that, I feel like everything you're doing right now is pretty much okay. Like it's not like you're not gonna be off path for this happy outcome. In fact, I think Spirit just kind of like already sees that you've been through some stuff, with your foot and your dad and this and that, and like you're about ready to have like a reward cycle now. Like you've already been through stuff. You're not going to get any more bad karma. The good stuff is about to come through now for you. So, oh, Colorado, that's a good place to go. Maybe there. Yeah. So I mean, you can actually, book a trip, or just, but if the opportunity opens up, like if somebody invites you or everything falls into place nicely, and then go for it. But, like if you feel like, I mean, like, I'm not saying that do it because Cherry told you to. I'm just saying, like, if it feels right to you, in other words, if everything sort of opens up to it and it feels right. My other cousin wants to go to New York. Oh, well, I highly recommend New York. Yes. My brother lives in New York and it's a great place. Definitely got to do some good eating in New York. There's so many different kind of restaurants, but you have to have New York pizza. There's just nothing like it. You have to have a hot dog from one of the hot dog stands, and you have to have a New York bagel. Those are very important things. Okay. course, you know, they have nice museums and stuff there too. We tried to see Saturday Night Live, but we weren't able to get in. But there's lots of other exciting, fun things to do. Lots of great things to do. Okay. Colorado's very nice too. I love Colorado. Garden of the Gods. Got it. It's one of those places you can get very spiritual too. Alrighty. I don't know if either one will go to my friend's wedding in Houston. I really wanted a dance partner. Come see me, Giggles. I'm in Houston. We'll dance. I'll dance with you. Oh, and Rainbow's in Colorado. Nice. I would like to know what my boss and M and G think about me. All right. So M and G, I guess, are some co-workers. What does boss M and G think about Rainbow? We'll have to break this down. Maybe they all think different things. I love your beautiful state as well. I do. I really do. It's one of my favorite states that I've ever been to. But I haven't been to I haven't been to Washington yet, or yeah, I haven't been to all the states. But I definitely love Colorado. There's a lot to see. I mean, Colorado, you know, has the mountains and the valleys, but I like Colorado Springs. That's where my uncle lives, and that's real pretty. But I also we went also been to Denver, which was really fun, and we had a family reunion there, and my cousins live in I think both of them live in Denver. Yeah, no, one lives in Denver, one lives in Colorado Springs. All right, Rainbow. So let me just ask, how does your boss feel about you first? Did I spray this? I shook it, but I don't know if I sprayed it. Okay, what tickles? How does Rainbow's boss feel about her? What are you doing, Bo? This is they don't want to talk. Rainbow boss, how do you feel about Rainbow? Okay, here we go. What does that mean? A pain in the back? No. My back hurts. Her back. Does your boss's back hurt? Did you ever massage your boss's back? Do you have your boss's back? Are you stabbing your boss in the back? Stabbing her in the back? Hmm. I have been very spoken about how I feel about the job and people I work with, and I hope I'm not annoying them. Let's see what else. Okay, let's continue with this. Let's not just end there. How does Rainbow's boss feel about her? Okay, got the Emperor, we got anxiety, and being in her head. Your boss is stressed out, and I don't know if it's entirely because of you, but they're just so stressed out. And I just kind of feel like your boss is like, I don't know, I have time for this question. I'm so busy. I'm the boss. She's got a power trip, it seems to me. She's got a power trip. She just feels like a lot is on her shoulders. Or he, right? Whoever. Oh, your boss G is pregnant. Is this who we're talking about? Oh man. There's a lot going on with her. And so to me, this is what I'm feeling. There's a lot going on with her, and I don't think she thinks about you that much. A little bit, like you're in her head a little bit, but she's so stressed about everything else that it's kind of minor. But I don't feel like she's like entirely happy. Like she doesn't think of you. She's not like lauding your, praising your, like she's not praising you or anything. Let's see. Does, let me just ask, um, does Boss G, uh, think that Rainbow's doing a good job? Let me do that with the Lenormand. Does Boss G think Rainbow's doing a good job? Yeah. I feel like, I mean, I think she would recognize you if she could. She is personally too stressed. She is too stressed for this reading. Like, she doesn't want to be here. Like, I'm not telling you to be here. I just want to know, I want spirit to channel for you what's going on here. We have all been complaining to M a lot because we don't like the new changes in the hospital. Okay. So do you have two bosses, Boss M and a Boss G? Is that what's going on? Okay. I feel like There's a lot of stuff that's not being talked about, like behind the scenes. But okay, oh, this secretly. So I have two bosses. M is the main boss and G is the secondary boss. So I don't know who I'm reading for, because I thought there was three people. I thought boss was one person, M was one person, and G was one person. So I'm just reading for boss, and I don't know which boss this is. But there's a boss here who secretly thinks that recognizes you, thinks that you're doing a good job. And if that boss may also be like really stressed out. And there's a boss that thinks that somebody's being stabbed in their back. So if, like, say for example, I think this is making sense now, that you just said you've all been complaining to M because you don't like the new changes in the hospital. I think G feels unhappy about that. You've been complaining to M, and I think G is stressed out because she's pregnant and she has so much to deal with. And I think she sees herself as a boss, like she has power, but nobody's like paying attention to her, or listening to her, or doing anything she's saying. So like she's in her head a lot. Her hormones are nuts right now. But secretly, I don't know if this is G or M, but secretly somebody approves of you. They may not say it to your face too much, but they actually think that you're doing a good job. So I would say just have a little more compassion, even if she's behaving like a B. Have a little more compassion towards Boss G, because she's not handling stress too well right now. And I mean, if all of this came down from like corporate, it's not the boss's fault, right? They're just trying to do the best that they can to make this situation work, which it's not. What you need to do is like talk to that person that represents y'all, right? That, like that union guy, and complain to that person, because the bosses can't really change anything. They only can implement what the corporate people tell them to implement, right? So, so to be honest, Rainbow, I don't think anybody thinks badly of you. I think they have their own issues, and they don't need to be stressed out even more. But I think secretly your bosses think you're good, even if they don't always tell you out loud. I think they approve of you, or I think they feel like you should be recognized, that you should have some kind of, that you deserve a raise, and that you deserve, to be recognized for the hard work that you do. I think they feel everybody does. They secretly believe that. It's just like, how do they get that implemented? Because that's a stress for them too. It's stressful for them too. It's not just one-sided. It's not just you guys feeling the frustration. They're feeling it too. Let's see what the snowflakes have to say. And it's not like I'm defending bosses or anything. Like, I could care less about, I mean, managers. I just feel managers, that's a terrible position. You're like the middleman, and it's so sucky. And you barely get any more money. Like most cases, they don't get paid very much more. It's a pain. It's been so hectic at work. I feel like we're all going crazy at work. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see what Spirit has to say about work or whatever to cheer you up. Anything good on the horizon for you? Actually, this is a good card because this does represent the horizon is promising. Even if there's a lot of pain right now. So in general too, like if if this isn't like feelings of a person, if you can take it as also meaning the situation, like this also feels like big boss, like not like your managers, like coming down on everybody with their new decision. It is driving everybody crazy. But look, but the sun is coming up in the distance. So the death of this or the end of this cycle or the end of when everything finally gets figured out and people finally get what they want, there is hope, this the sun is rising and it's going to get better. I feel it's bad for the patients too. It's not a win-win situation at all. It's a lose-lose. It's like everybody's losing. Not nobody they're not even making more money with their stupid decision, it's a lose-lose. So, let's see what's on the horizon. You've got enlightenment, privacy, and energy. Nice. So that feels good to me. It feels like a positive change. I feel like, and this is under the big boss. It could be M and G as well, but under corporate and bosses, there's like kind of this aha moment, like, okay, we did this great experiment where we did this big change that really didn't work. It sucked. It didn't prove anything. It didn't help anyone. It sucked. So now we're enlightened and we realize we got to fix this somehow. I feel like they're gonna fix it somehow. But and then something about with the patients, I feel like also are gonna feel better, have more privacy, feel better about their situation. And there's a whole new energy, new vibe happens at your place, at your hospital. So, or you find a place that has a better vibe, but like the future for you looks bright, it's the sun's on the horizon. There's an enlightenment, privacy, and new energy. So there you go. I guess I could get one more. Find out what your February looks like for work. Oh, that was fast. Aquarius, you're Pisces, but Aquarius, all are capable of dreaming, but it is those who surrender to visions who are visionaries. Ooh, visionary. That's good news. I see Aquarius as the enlightened one. The one to make, Aquarians might experiment a little bit, and experiments can go bad, but it can show the flaws of a situation. But Aquarius is always inventing new, better ways of doing things. So I feel like things are going to get better. Visionary, individuality, and risk taking. All are capable of dreaming, but it is those who surrender to the vision who are visionaries. So Aquarius energy is all about vision and independence. The answer to your question cannot be found in your past or in what is familiar. In other words, you're never going to go back to the way it was before, but you will get to a better place. So don't worry about that. Everybody's going to have to take certain risks and try new things, but the favorable outcomes will come. You're gonna need the help of people like that one guy that speaks up for you and stuff. But there's other things, research, additional guidance or opinions from people you trust. The way forward is for you and you alone to decide. Give yourself a chance to go after what you want, even if it feels unrealistic or impossible. Naysayers may consider your actions reckless, but that's only because they can't see the possibilities that are so clear to you. Perhaps because this is your contribution to the world or a gift that is meant specifically for you. New ideas, unconventional means, and eclectic partnerships are favored when this card is received. Don't be afraid to stand out due to concern about looking silly. Pulling this card is a fortuitous sign that fortune favors the bold. So this is really good sign for you. Your question, how do they see you? It really doesn't matter because I feel like you're building a sort of reputation for being bold and speaking your mind, and that's okay. You're supposed to be this. You're supposed to lean into this energy that you're feeling right now. And maybe you can collaborate with, like, you may be the fight against the man, complain about what's going on, and then you can unite with problem solvers, with people who have ideas, and then come together with them and figure out how to fix it, and maybe present some ideas or something. Maybe you're not the presenter, you're just the shaker, the complainer that shakes things up. But that's okay. I think you're in the right position, and it doesn't really matter what they think, but I think secretly they do admire you, they do admire you. So they, one or the other of them definitely have a lot of stress on them, though. It could be G. So you're welcome. Hi, Cheryl. Okay. Any social relationship messages from spirit? Okay, let's see. Social. What does spirit want to say about our social situation? Social. Spirit is mad at me for not... Oh, okay, this is a different card. Not mad. Ooh. Incoming message from the Page of Swords. So an air sign person, or somebody who, a very talkative person, somebody coming through talking to you a lot. Lots of talk, chatter, talk. An idea as well, but as far as people are concerned, this is a chatterbox. Could be like, yeah. And it might be something you kind of like, you know? Let's find out more about chatterbox. Ooh, okay. Somebody who admires your artwork. They're like, oh, I love this. And they're going to tell you like this whole story about how your painting is blah, 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 blah. Then they put it in there, blah, 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 blah. And it's just so amazing. And la, 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 la. And they want to do la, 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 la. Like they're just going to go on and on. They're going to gush about how wonderful your painting is. And then they're going to talk about things in their life, about their paint, the way it goes so good with everything in their world, and how it emits such certain emotions and stuff. You know, I'm really feeling like gallery energy here. Oh, 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 oh. I feel something. Okay, here's what I'm seeing. So, so you know when people submit paintings at a gallery and they have them hanging around, and then people will walk up and look at it, and you know, it evokes a certain emotion or whatever. They'll, you know, like art galleries. I've never really been to one, but I've seen stuff like on, you know, TV and stuff where they sit there and they're looking at it and they're like the juxtaposition of the blah blah blah, you know, you know, and intellectualize something that is, you know, in the eye of the beholder. That's, you know, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and art evokes feelings and from in ways that are just like a variety of ways from different people. So my feeling is this, that you're having like this I don't know if you're actually doing a gallery or whatever. It could be all kinds of scenarios, but the one that I'm seeing in my mind is kind of like a gallery where your paintings are hung and somebody is talking about it, and they're like talking a lot about it. Like they're seeing so much in it and they're just going on and on and on, you know, like they're the how evocative it is to them, and da 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 da, and they just keep talking about it to you. Yeah. Okay. This is really great. Or somebody could be getting in contact with you, asking for like a special order or something like that. Could you do something like this for me, but like in a, you know, 16 by 20 or whatever, you know? Or could you do something like this, but a little more in certain color scheme or something like that, in a different color scheme? And I just feel like somebody's ordering something specific from you. So, okay. But you're definitely going to get more attention in your artwork, and I feel like that might be some where you start. That's where you might be making more of a social headway here. That's kind of what I'm getting from this. Ooh, then you have the King of Swords. These are very intellectuals. You got intellectuals around you, like either giving you advice, or you know, maybe they want to produce or uh, invest. It's mostly words, right? So because swords is the mind and this and communication and words. Pentacles would be the investments. So I'm seeing like okay, the word's not coming to my head. Advertisement. A I'm seeing a ad campaign, an campaign, or some kind of You know, like that one, the video somebody made for you when it came to your book. I see something similar to that, but having to do with your artwork, and not like a video per se, but a way to promote you or something like that, a way to get you. So I feel like you may be talking to people in that, and that might be your next community situation. Woo! So you could be meeting with a famous person, or they see you as famous or recognized in the community. Like, or this could, yeah, like this could be you. Like maybe these people that come into your life that help you with promoting your artwork or something like that really create something for like help launch you into stardom, because that's what this is, like fame and fortune and recognition. And yeah, it could be you, or it could be somebody you're meeting has has a lot of clout. And look at that, you've got the lovers. So there is love coming to you as well, and in divine timing. I feel like too, like it's gonna happen in a very sweet moment where you're not like really thinking about love. You're mostly thinking about your oh, this is not lovers, this is the Ten of Pentacles. Wow, and the Ten of Pentacles is formed like like the lovers. It's like marriage. I love this, but and it's funny that I was thinking this, the lovers, but so it matches so nice with what I was about to say, that you weren't really thinking about love that much when you're in the middle of this situation, which it was sort of a financial or career thing that's happening here, a communications project, you know, mixed with, you know, behind your passion, that you're making some money and you're connecting with people. They don't may not necessarily first appear as anything romantic or anything, and I don't even know if they're the ones that turn up here for you, but and this may not be, you know, romance. It could be like a financial support, or sponsor or something like that. But it's all connected, I think, somehow. Your love life, your social life, and your art work. And okay, so let's see what's next in your love life with him. There is a three situation, you know, happening here. So it's not like, not a three-way and not a third party, but it's more like you are showing things to two people, and they're not, it's not necessarily like a husband and wife. Could be a brother and sister, or a person and their friend, and the friend is like interested in you, maybe. I don't know, something like that. Yeah, friends. I think see two friends. Okay, and a little flirtation forms. So the very next thing for you is a bit of a flirtation with somebody coming through. Interesting. Where is this flirtation going? All right, and then there you go, putting up your wall because, you know, who is this person? But Spirit is saying give them the benefit of the doubt, because it could turn into somebody that you might like to date. Oh, anything come from that? Yes, open your heart. Don't keep it closed up. because you never know where it goes. And it really doesn't matter if it goes anywhere, if it doesn't. Spirit always wants you to keep your heart open. Because that is where, I mean, your heart chakra is so beautiful and powerful. And Spirit, like, is sad that you've had some circumstances that closes that, or you feel like you want to shut down your heart chakra. And Spirit's like, no, no, no. Even through it, push through the pain. Keep that heart open. I know it's hard and it hurts, but it's supposed to stay open. So let's get what's happening in February kind of thing. I love my blue edge of the stick. It's so pretty. Blue, blue, blue. I got my blue letters. Oh yeah, I remember Spirit, your ancestors wanted to say something to you with the charms. I forgot. They're telling me right now. I'm like almost done with the reading, ancestors. Just a few letters. Okay. Anything from here then? In lieu of... Oh, nice. You got Dawn. Slow it down. Move slower still. Become the witness swelling in presence. Spirit's always telling you to slow down. And I don't see you as a person that moves too fast. I just see you, and Taurus is supposed to be kind of chill and slow. Are you moving too fast? Dawn. Keyword stillness, focusing on self and presence. There is great intelligence in stillness in which you are free to disconnect from the noise and chaos of everyday life. You are being asked to look past your need to be productive, choosing instead to stand still. Be at ease and take solace in doing absolutely nothing. This is your time to rest and reflect. Listen to your spirit, asking it what it needs in this moment to be honored and fulfilled. Do you truly need to take action right now, or is it that your ego is giving you a false sense of urgency? Are you keeping yourself busy to avoid looking too closely at feelings that are attempting to bubble over? What would happen if you allowed yourself to feel the truth of your emotions rather than trying to push them away? This card suggests you are ready to face things and heal them so you can find the truth of what's hiding underneath. This card may also mean time and solitude is a powerful healing method for you to embrace. So I understand you're looking for social situations, and Spirit is saying, okay, and Spirit is saying, similar to my message about the senses, the six, that the five senses are important, but the sixth sense should be counted as important as the sixth. For you, similarly, different but similar, is rest is just as important as activity. So, and also time alone with yourself is just as important as being social. So make sure you do both things, and I know that sometimes you feel lonely and whatever, and that's understandable. But instead of feeling lonely, imagine your alone time as something really beautiful and precious, right? Like see it more in a positive way instead of a negative way. And I think once you start to do that, then magically the social engagements pop up. It's always when you start to feel happy about where you are right now that something comes around, It's like, yeah. Anyway, let's see what your ancestors want to say. I'm going to get a few letters here. Mel, Mellow, Bell, Meg, Ed. Okay, let me see if I can find a word here. Like metal or memory or memorex. Oh, I see glam and metal, not all the words. So I'm feeling the energy here is sort of like metal to me is recognition, and glam is like, you know, sprucing up to go out or something, like glowing up and looking attractive and being attractive, and people are attracted to you and people flirting with you. So, and I know that you're wishing for social things, not just, you know, men to date, or, you know, like you're looking for friendships and things like that too. And I see all those possible, but I do definitely see a very strong masculine coming through. You know, your reading was so sweet. That gentle, compassionate energy was so nice. I wonder if they have anything to do with your art. Well, in this reading, I feel like intellectuals. So they may or may not be, you know, romantic. They may be platonic, but they'll be fun people to talk to because they're really smart. I see, well, Max, like Mexican. Oh, we could climb too, like climbing the ladder of success without the I. What we really need is just some more vowels. I'd like to buy a vowel, please. Well, there you go. Take it the way you want to take it. I've been praying to my grandmother a lot. Oh, nice. I'm always doing things I don't relax much. Yeah. My sister's like that. I mean, she doesn't like have a particular job, but she like takes care of her kids, and she's always busy. She just makes herself busy. She's always doing something. She's very creative, and she's also very helpful in the community. Like, it's good. It's a good thing. I didn't see much with the letters either. I saw general, like, little energy. Maybe another time we can ask. I don't feel like they... Well, you're welcome. I'm glad you like them. Okay, Annie, are you still there? I'll do Annie's even if she's not here. All right, let me see. What was Annie's question? Wait, I have to go way back. I'm just gonna wait for Annie to ask me. Okay, Terry, have a good night and have a great day tomorrow. If you're here, Please come back and ask your question. If not, I'm going to skip you and go to Brian. Because I don't want to try to find your question. It's way, way back at the top of the list. And going once, going twice. I feel like Annie had like a yes or no question. Annie, if you want, just ask your question in the comment section. And I'll do my best to answer it there once the video uploads. So let me go ahead and do, because it's getting late for me too. Let's do Brian. Now, I'll have to go back and look at Brian. But he had one that I could at least see it. Unless Divine Goddess, you can find it faster than me. There it is. How does Jeff currently feel about me after my recent conversation with him? How does Jeff feel about Brian after their recent conversation? Okay, let's see. You know what? I'm going to use one last time. I snuffed it out. What are you doing? What are you doing? No playing in cubbies allowed. All right. Let's see. I have a great deck for this, and that is His Feelings, or Sentimental Silhouettes, also known as His Feelings or Her Feelings, but it's really His Feelings. And I purposely did that and used a lot of masculine images to get his feelings. Okay, so how does Jeff feel about Brian after their conversation? Let's see. One more time. Oh, Enchanted. I wonder if that was a good conversation. I am mesmerized and amazed by your loveliness. So I feel like Jeff, you gave him a good impression. Like, hey, I'm doing your reading. So the first card you got was Enchanted. So Jeff is enchanted by you. I think he feels like something. Okay, this is what I'm getting. He is impressed by the way you speak. Okay, Annie, we'll get back to you too. You're gonna have to wait now because I'm in Brian's energy. He's in love with you. Cupid's arrow has struck, and I fall over and over with you. What did you talk about? I thought your conversation was like harsh, or you gave him an ultimatum or something. But it sounds like, I feel like there's this energy, like when you spoke your mind, this feistiness about you and made him like you even more. Yeah. You got content. Feeling so content with you, I'm ready to introduce you to people important to me. Oh, we're both musicians. We used to hang. Cool. Very nice. Well, so something in common. He's impressed by you, enchanted by you. It's love at first sight. He's joyful. Feeling lighthearted when I'm with you. Very nice. Enchanté. Anything else we need to know? How he feels? I think he really likes you. I think he wants to see you again. Or talk to you again. Oh yeah. He's going to call you. I got goosebumps on that one. Feeling like I'd like to give you a call. The sound of your voice is irresistible. All right, so this is going somewhere, it seems. This is headed somewhere good. Well, let's do like a little quickie Lenormand reading to see where it might lead. We used to hang out and jam. Okay. I like that. Where will this lead? This conversation, will it lead somewhere? Will you guys continue to communicate and hang, or we have any future hangs together? Let's see. Tons of weed. Very nice. That's funny. Tonight I had 2 weed issues. It was Giggles was also mentioned smoking with her. I don't know if it's weed, but it sounds like it. Smoking with her guy, Soto. And you too. Smoking. Well, let's see. What is up? What's going on here? What do I see in between you two in the future? Well, I guess the only question we answered was, what did he feel after your conversation? He definitely wants to talk to you again. Wants to call you again. Anything else, Spirit? Oh, okay. All right. Okay. It's a bit of a mystery. The rest is a secret. Shh. Okay. The fairy garden. Okay, I'm kind of getting like he would like an outdoor social engagement or some kind of social engagement with you, but I'm also, or maybe social media, keep in contact through social media at some point. But I'm also feeling like kind of secret admirer energy too, and also what was I feeling? I can't now. I've dropped it. I lost it. There's could be like a fairy tale romance here. It could be maybe you're seeing a show. Maybe you're performing together. Maybe you'll be jamming. Maybe a small venue or outdoors or something. Or maybe you'll be watching somebody else Maybe, oh, I know what this was, bumping into each other. So there could be this sort of energy like, I don't know what's going to happen, but maybe we'll bump into each other. It's almost like spirits just kind of like leaving it up in the air. Maybe y'all will bump into each other somewhere. All right, it's in the stars. So maybe sometime in the evening, stars have to do, I see it as could be something with astrology. It's your hopes and your dreams coming true. I feel like if it's something that you would like, you can manifest it. Like your wish can come true. It feels very fairy tale like because it's like a storybook and like wishes coming true. So very possible something could be happening and moving forward. Or maybe he sees you as a wish come true, you know? Yeah, feels like that. Feels kind of magical. And it don't, these three cards too kind of give me a a feeling of high, feeling high and happy and social. Feels very social too. So it might be like not like a group situation next time you see each other, maybe too, like more other people there, a party or something like that, where there's other people. All right. Well, there you go. There you go. All right, let's see Annie now. What was your question, Annie? You're welcome, Brian. Thanks for waiting and participating. Annie, are you there? Okay, what was your question again? What's coming next in love and career? Okay, pick one or the other, please, for a freebie. Or I could just do like a 3-card spread tarot. The thing is, it's hard to mix the two, love and career, because sometimes love is in the money and sometimes money is in the love. I applied for a job in Dubai. Will I get it? Okay, only one question. Okay, let's find out then about your job in Dubai. Okay. 7 of Swords. Lots of passion there. You've been waiting for a month. Chariot. Travel. It starts off with some deception though. So I don't know if you deceived them or they deceived you. But there's a lot of passion behind this, and there is a chance to travel, and so that it could be that you got the job, but it may start it off as you maybe, I don't know. I don't know if you doctored something in your application, like you didn't say the whole truth, or maybe something about the job is not 100% legit or something. I only applied so far, haven't heard yet on their end. So it's been a month though. That's a long time. Could be as it's a new company, maybe. And the HR has also email. Just a minute. Let's see. Anything else I could see about? I know. I'll use this deck. All right. Tell us about Dubai and this company. Is it legitimate? It's a good match. Good partnership. Oh. Well, it seemed good, but I don't think it's gonna happen. You're gonna get an email pretty soon though. And I don't know. They might say that job's not available or something. There's something coming out though, something else. If it's the same job or not, I'm not sure, but I think there's something you're going to get some other kind of message for a job. And it might have to do with that with the same thing, but it's confusing. It's a little bit confusing. It feels like a mix of things, like a mix of let's see. It doesn't feel like it. Well, I think you're going to get a message, but something with the job is either changed or not available anymore. Something about that particular job that you applied for. But then again, got the sun, so there's something very positive about to happen. Like there is a job offer for you, but it might something a little bit different. Also, you know, it could be that you have to like completely change your life, like pack up everything and have like a whole new world kind of thing. Or the reason why they haven't gotten back to you is because they've been through some personal things. So house. Well, it feels like there might be an opportunity, a remote job opportunity. I don't know. It doesn't feel like the original job that you asked for is gonna be the one that you're gonna get. I think it's something else is coming through. That's what I get. But if you would like me to read any more on it, you know, send me an email and let's see if we can figure out what's going on. It seems to be something that's gonna take longer than just like a quickie reading, you know, something that it's like a mystery I have to dive into, and I really don't have time to dive into it now. It's kind of at the end of the night, and I'm getting a little tired, getting a little energy drained here. And so I'm sorry for it's Kel's about Noah. Let me just ask the pendulum real quick. Yes or no, is Noah a good person? Okay. You know, that's legitimate enough. Okay. Is Noah a good person? It's Kel's, the Noah that she's come across. Is he a good person? Yes or no? It seems kind of a tentative yes, sort of. It's weird because I'm feeling energy in my finger and it feels like a no energy, but the yeah, it's like weird. Like I feel like it's moving counterclockwise, but it's actually not. It's moving clockwise or up and down. So it's an actual maybe. It's not a full out yes. It's a maybe. There's more to the story, it's Kels. Next time, come back on Friday and come early at 8 o'clock. As soon as I open up, let's dive into it a little bit deeper. But as far as I can tell, it there's something going on there. It's not a clear yes. Okay. All right. Good night, everybody. Thank you all for being here, and I appreciate your support and all of your kindness and donations. And I will see you next time. Bye. Faith, Trust, and Pixie Dust.